Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I created this goldy type of glam on my model. By the way, I am really sick, so if my voice sounds a bit off, then that's why. So I've already filled in her eyebrows. Now all I'm doing is I'm just blending in all of that concealer into her skin so that when I take a photo, there's not a white cast around her eyebrows. So now I'm using my Morphe M224 flat concealer brush. I absolutely love this brush. Like, I use it to carve out the eyebrows, I use it to cut creases. It's literally just the best flat brush there is. And all I'm doing is I'm putting some concealer back onto her eyelids just to use this as a base for the eyeshadows. Okay, so now for eyeshadows, I'm just going to be using one palette today, and I'm using the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. This is the Armed and Gorgeous one, and the two shades that I'll be taking as a transition is Agent and Secure, and I'm just going to blend these throughout the crease. So how I like to blend my eyeshadows is I start on the outer corner and I just keep building it up. Like, whenever I'm building up the colour, you'll see me on the outer corner, and I feel like this just gives the colour an even blend. So now I'm going back into the same eyeshadow palette and I'm picking up the shade Prowl, which is a dark brown. This brown is really hard to blend and the colour payoff is not great. Like, as you can see, I'm packing it on and there's literally nothing coming off of my brush. So you will have to build this colour up a few times until you can actually see it. So now I'm taking my P. Louise Rumour base, and this is in the shade 1, and I'm going to begin to cut the crease. What I like to do is I like to stamp out where I want my crease to be, and then I'll begin to carve it out. But when carving out your crease, please take your time so that you can have that crisp line. It just looks so much better. So now I'm just taking the shade Gilt, which is a yellowy type of gold, and I'm packing this all over where I cut the crease. So now I'm taking my Peaches and Cream Gatsby Pigment and I'm just popping this on top just to give it more of a shimmer. So now for skin, I'm taking my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and I'm going to pop this all over her face. I absolutely love this primer. If you have got oily skin, then I suggest this primer highly. Like, it's so thick and it just makes the skin so smooth. So now for foundation, I'm going to use my absolute favourite foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation and this is in the shade 60 Caramel. So now I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge and just blend this all in. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use a sponge. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Also, all the products that I've used throughout this video, I will list them down below because I feel like I've forgotten to mention some. So now I'm going to use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I believe this is in the shade Neutral Tan, and I'm just going to use this to just cover her dark circles under her eyes. So I'm going to use my Mua Pro Base Concealer. This is in the shade 170, and I'm going to use this to highlight with. This concealer is really good coverage and it's really inexpensive. I think it's like £3. I paid for it in Superdrugs, so if you want one, then go to your local Superdrugs and pick it up because it's really good. So now I'm using my Maybelline Matte Makeup Powder. I'm not really too fond of this powder because it does leave everything looking ashy. The powder that I genuinely wanted to use, which I love, is NYX HD Banana Powder. But I could not find it anywhere. Like, I searched all my drawers and I couldn't find it, so I had to go in with this. It does make her skin look a bit ashy, but like I said, I do make it work at the end. So just have some faith in your girl. So now I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Powder Kit, and I'm just going to place this on her forehead and her cheekbones and just along her jawline. So now I'm taking MAC Mineralized powder, and this is in Dark Deepest, and I'm going to use this as a bronzer, and I'm just going to use it to blend out the edges of where I placed the setting powder down, just so her skin looks all blended into one. So now to further warm up the skin, I'll be taking NYX Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep Tan. And I really like this bronzer because it's got like a reddish undertone, so it really just warms up the skin a lot. So I'm going to take my absolute favourite blusher on all skin tones. This blusher looks amazing. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the shade Peachy Love, and I just take the first light pink mixed with the rosy pink in the middle. So now I'm going back into the contour kit, and I'm taking that yellowy banana shade, and I'm just placing this where I highlighted. So now I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Hawaiian eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love the shimmer shade in there called Sandy, which I'm going to be using as a highlighter. It's super pigmented, so you have to be really careful with it when you first go in. So now I'm going in with a white pencil eyeliner, and I'm just going to place this in her waterline. I absolutely love putting white inside the eye. It really just brightens up the look, and it just looks so simple but clean. So now I'm just going in with mascara. I do recommend, if you're MUA or you want to become an MUA, that you get a pack of disposable brushes when it comes to mascara, just because it's more hygienic for each client. You're not like dipping the same brush back in and then placing it onto their eye. So that's just a tip. So now moving on to lips, I'm taking NYX's Espresso Lip Liner. This lip liner is one of the best brown lip liners I have used. It's so creamy, it doesn't drag onto the skin, and it's just amazing. I'm just going to use this to line her lips. So the lip products that I'll be using is a matte lipstick from Primark. It doesn't have a name on it because it came in a set, but I'll put the link down below. and I'm just putting this in the center of her lips. Then I'm going to go in with NYX's Maybelline lip gloss on top. There we have the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, then you can comment them down below. And yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.